for the serious gamer.
Hey everybody, it's Spiderbite at NextGenTactics.com. This is our Sniper series, what you guys have been waiting for, sort of our intro and discussion on sniping skills. We're going to continue our interview with Ace0241 and as well as explain a few things at the end of the video. If you haven't seen part 1, I really suggest you go back and watch part 1 first, because it'll give you a lot of details about what we're doing here, and it will give you the first part of our interview with Ace. So anyways, we're going to jump right to it. So Ace, what are your thoughts on close quarters combat with a sniper rifle? You know, quick scoping, no scoping, that sort of thing.
Oh, it's beautiful when you see that kill cam when it's getting quick scoped or no scope, huh? That's beautiful. But what happens when you miss that and he turns around and shoots you? You know, or you get knifed. I'm the kind of person that will always go for the kill. Like even if I'm not using a sniper and I see somebody in front of me, instead of running up and knife them, I'll shoot him. I always have the silence, but I'll shoot him. Even the same thing. Like if I know I'm going into an area or a building that has a lot of people in it, or has a lot of activity in general, I'm gonna pull out my secondary. I'm gonna pull that shotgun and I'm gonna clear out the rooms. Or if I know somebody's coming, I'm gonna pull out my shotgun and I'm gonna blow his head off. I'm not gonna worry about quick scoping. I mean, anybody can do it. I mean, all you gotta do is practice, and you can quick scope and you can get really good at it. But I would much rather guarantee the kill. Well, it's not guaranteed, but you have more of a chance to, get them with your secondary than you would with your primary. No, quick scoping is going to be a good skill that everybody that wants to be a good sniper is going to have to practice, because sometimes you'll be moving positions. Like, let's say you're on offense, you got to move forward to help your team, and you run into somebody, at that medium range, not quite long range for a sniper, not quite short range for your secondary, but that medium range. And then, you're going to have to learn to quick scope. I mean, it's a valuable skill, but you don't need to use it all the time. And I know it looks cool when people do it, but I'd rather get the kill.
What do you think about spawn sniping, Ace? I know there's a few maps that you really like to spawn snipe on, like High Rise, Rundown, Invasion. What do you think about that?
I think it's beautiful. I mean, when you can automatically right off the bat, 10 seconds into a match, cut their odds to 5-on-6 or 4-on-6, or even 3-on-3 if you get a triple, or quad. What happens if you get a quad? Is 2-on-6. It's beautiful. It's a great thing. I mean, it immediately gives your team an advantage. I mean, you feel like a badass because you just took somebody out in 10 seconds. When you're getting first blood all the time, it's kind of awesome. But people, like, I'll be killing people all 4 rounds. Spawn snipe on High Rise or some of the other maps, even Quarry. I'll kill them all 4 rounds. Why would you do that? If you die 1 round, maybe go for the second round. But if you die that second round, just don't spawn snipe. If you want to snipe, just go somewhere else. You don't have to do that spawn snipe. I mean, if you're getting crushed, if you're getting killed every time you go up to spawn snipe, don't do it. I mean, do you want to die and sit there and watch all your friends play? I mean, you just need to cut off the pride a little bit and move on. I do it sometimes when I'm having an off day. I mean, somebody kills me I get hit by a thermal and I'm yelling and screaming. I get hit by the thermal again, the next spawn snipe, I'll just leave it. I'll let it be. I'll just move on with my sniper. But some people, they just commit to it and they keep doing it. And guys, don't stand there and just keep popping off shots. Take your shot and leave, or take your shot and lay down, pop back up and take another shot, and then leave. Don't stay there and fight. Like, I see people at Quarry all the time. They sit there and they'll just shoot their sniper and shoot and shoot and shoot, trying to kill somebody, or waiting for somebody, and they'll get flanked immediately. Like, somebody will come up behind them and kill them, and don't do that. And you're leaving yourself, because I see people at High Rise and they'll just be standing there just still shooting their sniper. I mean, everybody else has moved on. You know, they're already trying to plant the bombs. They're still shooting their snipers at each other. Don't do that. Help your team out.
So, Ace, I think this is our last question, but what gets you killed more often than not when you're sniping?
I don't know. You watch me all the time. Because you're dead. I don't know.
Thanks.
No, I don't know what really kills me.
Like, do you think it's when you're not playing with a solid team, perhaps?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's hard to be a sniper without a solid team. Sometimes you can dominate and you can own, but sometimes you're immediately getting flanked. You know, you're catching bullets from the front and from the rear, and, you know, I really don't like catching it from the rear, so... Yeah. I don't know, just... Probably the team. I mean, I love playing with the NG team. When, you know, we get 4 or 5 or even 6 of us online and we're all playing, it's just awesome. I mean, we're fighting each other to get kills, but it's awesome not losing. And guys, who cares who has the better kill death ratio? You know, I don't care. I don't care if I don't get a kill the whole match if I win. I mean, if I'm helping defend the bomb or something. Like, I see people that are not rushing in to defuse the bomb or not wanting to help their team or, you know, camping in the back. Why are you going to do that? Help your team. Do you want that loss on your record just so you can have a kill death ratio of over? No, that's not cool. Help your team. That makes me mad when I'm playing when I'm not playing with the elite team. People are more worried about their KDR than they are about helping the team and winning. That's kind of frustrating.
All right, man. I think we're set, but is there anything else you want to add?
I hate thermals, but nah, I'm a purist. I like the scope, but I see people that can use thermals. I've died by thermals. I've predominantly died by thermals because I don't know. And people that can use them, that's awesome. I see some of the stuff they can do, like they're looking through a crack and they shoot me. Like, I couldn't even see them from where I was at, looking at my scope, looking directly at, you know, the truck or in between the boxes, and that's awesome. But don't commit to the thermal. I mean, if you're going to use it, I don't use it personally, but if you're going to use it, don't sit there and look through your thermal scope. Use your eyes. I noticed when I started using the thermal when I first started, and I found myself looking through the scope to check for people instead of looking with my eyes. So I was standing still, looking through my scope and checking, and then moving and looking through my scope and checking again. You can't do that. You're leaving yourself vulnerable, open to people that are actually using their eyes. Just, if you're going to use thermals, you know, you still got to use your eyes. You still got to use your peripheral vision. You can't just focus on the thermal. And what happens when, you know, they have cold-blooded on? You can't see them. Even if you're going to use thermal, you got to be good enough to get the people that have cold-blooded. I guess that's pretty much it. I want to thank you guys for having me, and thanks, Spider, for being a good host.
Well, thank you very much for the interview, man. We appreciate it. Playing with you. And we certainly appreciate you going through this with us. We're looking forward a lot to the sniping series, and I think we're going to be starting off with a bang on Subbase, right?
Oh, it was a good game. You guys are going to enjoy that one. I enjoyed that one. I wasn't paying attention to my KDR until I popped up the screen at the end, and I was surprised. You'll be surprised too, guys.
Okay, there's a few things we're going to need to explain about how this will work. Because we are spectating and filming while spectating, there's not going to be a mini-map. Unfortunately, they don't have it included in spectate mode. There's no in-game communication. While you're spectating, you can't hear players discussing or telling other players where enemies are, that sort of thing. I will be doing the commentary as well, and I will try to do my best. And pretty much every video I'm going to upload to have Ace look over, just in case there's something that we need to add. And the last bit, I will need to be killing myself at the beginning of every round. So what that means is, number one, he's going to be already down a man, so it'll probably be 5 versus 6 in most matches. And also, I'm going to miss the very, very beginning of the match. So in most cases, it's not a problem, but on a few maps where there are spawn snipe positions, we're actually going to set up... We're going to have some stuff set up with our elite team just to show you how to snipe from those spawn snipe positions. Alright guys, let's do this shit. Our first is going to be a spectacular video. It's going to be 2 videos actually on sub base. Looking forward to it. Spider Bite out for NextGenTactics.com.